Good evening. Welcome to NFL TSR. We're in the divisional round. And then there were 7. And why I say 7 is that the Cincinnati Bengals, for the first time in 33 years, for pretty much as long as I've been alive, going to the AFC Championship. They took down the Tennessee Titans 19-16. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wearing Rocky Top tonight, but that's all right. So they will either head to the Buffalo or Kansas City, depending on who wins tomorrow. But I'm sure Kansas City fans are rejoicing because they could be hosting the AFC Championship game for the 4th season in a row. Yeah, I think the last time team has hosted a championship, you gotta go back to the 2000 Eagles. Unless there's someone I don't even think any of the Patriot dynasties, whether 2000s or 2010s, they did that. Yeah. They did come close, though. The Patriots did come close. Let's see. Yeah, 2015, they had to go on the road in Denver. But they came close, but they didn't quite get it. Let's see. Yeah, it probably is the 2000s Eagles because I can't think of anyone else who has hosted 4 consecutive AFC or NFC championship games. Still pondering. Again, the Patriots came close. There were some road games in Denver in between. The first 2, so in between 2012 and 2014, as well as 2014 and 2016, strangely enough. So, yeah, as far as I know, 2000s Eagles was the last one to host 4 consecutive conference championships. And Chiefs could do that if they win tomorrow against Buffalo. If Buffalo wins, they'll be hosting their first AFC championship game in 28 years. Man, who would have thought Cincinnati in the AFC Championship? If I had said that back in July, you probably would say, get a drug test because you're on something. But lo and behold, here we are. Of course, you go back to around my birthday. I say, 49ers are going to be playing in the divisional round. You'd be like, you not watch football, man? But lo and behold, here we are. So what's at stake? Packers win. They host the winner of the Rams-Bucks tomorrow. So we'll either get a rematch of last year's divisional round matchup or the NFC Championship game. If the 49ers win, they head to either Tampa Bay or LA. I think if San Francisco wins, that's going to strike some fear in Los Angeles because the 49ers has enjoyed great success against the Rams the last 3 seasons. Really, since they moved back to LA, sweeping 2016. In fact, the only team the 49ers beat in 2016. Split 2017, so 3-1. Now, the Rams swept the Niners in 2018. That's been the only year the Niners haven't had success against the Rams. 3-3, but they've won. They've 9-3 since the Rams moved back to LA. In fact, if we talk just the LA, oh my goodness, I couldn't even. Total dominance. Just total dominance. However, they go to Tampa Bay. That one, maybe not so much. This is a rematch of Week 3, the game I called on TSR. Packers winning on a last-second field goal by Mason Crosby after the 49ers battled back from 17-0 down late in the second quarter. So, Packers want to get one more for Aaron Rodgers before he either retires or heads elsewhere. And I'm going to be straight. I think if he wins the Super Bowl this year, he's going to say, you know what? I'm done. I've had my fun. Time to fade off into the sunset. Green Bay, best of luck without me. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to retire. But can we just ask this, Aaron? If you're going to retire, for the love of God, stay retired. Don't be like your predecessor, Brett Favre. Yeah, I'm going to retire. Thanks for the memories. No. Maybe I'm not ready to go just yet. No. Yeah, I'm ready to go. No, I'm not. Yeah, I retire. I'm unretire, and then I go to New York. Then I retire there, and then I unretire. I go play for the rival Vikings. I retire, unretire. Yeah, no. If you're going to retire, retire. If you don't want to retire, then play. Don't do that. But then also another question that goes for Jimmy G. If he takes him to the Super Bowl, do the Niners give him one more year? Give Trey Lance a little more time this season? Or if he loses either tonight, next week, or the Super Bowl, they're going to say, yep, time to hand the reins over to Trey Lance. So, yeah. So, could be calling the Bengals again next weekend in the AFC Championship game, which I plan to be doing. So it's a matter of, will it be Cincinnati, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Kansas City? It'd be ironic if it was Cincinnati, Buffalo, because Buffalo got help from Cincinnati to end their lengthy playoff drought. It's going to be like now, all of a sudden, yeah, that was 4 years. That was then. This is now, and it would be ironic that they spoil their chance to get to the Super Bowl for the first time in 28 years. out. And we got a half hour to kick off, so I guess I can go over what happened in the Bengals Titans. I really caught on in the second half. I was out for the first half. So, Bengals Titans. Yeah, so Fox. Let's see. Yeah. So the Bengals started off with 2 field goals, make it 6-0. Titans scored a touchdown, but they tried a 2-point conversion when you're tied. I mean, at least that's what I'm reading on the thing. I don't know why, but okay. A field goal. So the Bengals held a 16-6 lead, and then the Titans started to rally back right around the third or the fourth quarter. Oh, they made it 16-16. They ended up turning it over on downs. They could have just kicked the field goal. And then 4th and 1 at the 35, but I guess a 53-yard try. And then he threw, Ryan Tannehill threw the season away to Wilson. And then they kicked the field goal to win it from there. Could have been the Titans' first home championship game, I think, in franchise history. Remember that? I know what you're going to say. Wait. What about the year they went to the Super Bowl? No. After the wild card game, they were on the road in Indy and then on the road in Jacksonville. So let me see. Would it have been their first home conference championship game in team history? Conference championship. Yeah, it would have been their first home. In fact, they had 2 chances prior to that, 2000 and 2008, both spoiled by the Baltimore Ravens. And now it was spoiled by another AFC North team, the Cincinnati Bengals. So, wow. I probably should turn off mute my notifications because it will tell me, might spoil things for me. Like I get the NFL notifications, it might be a little bit ahead of me, and that throws me off my telecast. So I got to make sure it's muted. During the regular season, when there's afternoon action going on, I can get away with it because that could be for any game. But since this is the only game on, spoil it for me. 49ers have won 4 of the last 5 playoff meetings between them and the Packers, including 3 straight. Aaron Rodgers 0-3 against them the last time out 2 years ago in the NFC Championship game. The 49ers decimated the Packers 37-20 en route to the Super Bowl. They were just 12 minutes away from hoisting their 6th Lombardi, joining the Steelers and the Patriots and hoisting their 6th Lombardi. But then they fell apart. That was brutal. Oh, I guess I should check the weather for Green Bay. What's we expecting there? Maybe. Yeah, looks like it's just going to be cold, possible snow showers late in the game, but that's about it. So. Kansas City tomorrow evening. A little bit warmer at 31. But this is crazy. This is Maryland-like weather. Kansas City's going to be 53 on Monday during the day, and then it'll drop to 13 at night. For the Niners, this is their 4th appearance on TSR all this season. They're 2-1. Of course, the one loss came against these Packers back in Week 3 in their debut game. The Packers, no stranger to TSR. I gotta really count down how many. They've made 4 appearances last year. Let's see, they made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 this year, so this is going to be their 10th appearance. 2, 3. I'm really going down the rabbit hole here. Trying to think how many. So they're 5-4 right now on TSR. At Lambeau, they last year went 1-1. Both of them were playoff games, the divisional round and the NFC Championship. And we still need to ask who wanted to kick that field goal. Most of my work with the Packers this season have been on the road. So 2-1 at Lambeau Field. Of course, the Niners are 2-0 on the road on TSR. Both of their wins coming last 2 weeks, actually. Jimmy G's 769 career win percentage as a starter on the road. Best amongst QBs with a minimum of 25 starts. That's pretty impressive. Jimmy G, that thumb injury. He has a thumb and shoulder injury. A game like this, I would want Jimmy G starting. I'll tell you why. I don't think that it's a good idea to throw Trey Lance into the ring this quick. Just 2 starts in his career against the number 1 seeded Packers in Lambeau Field. I mean, that's asking for trouble. You don't want to throw a young QB into the ring like that unless it's by default. Yeah, I think the Niners should ride Jimmy G as long as they can, and then eventually turn the keys over to Trey Lance, which could be as early as next year. Jimmy G, 7-2 as starter on the road this season, including playoffs. That's not bad. 3-4 at home, so it's a different story when he's at what home field advantage. I got to look. Who did the 49ers lose to on the road this year? I know they didn't have a good home record. I know most of their damage was at home. Let's see. Arizona, who was a total fraud. In Seattle, let's see. Yeah, it was just Arizona and Seattle. Well, that Arizona must have been when Trey Lance started, because I know he started at Seattle and I know it was Tennessee. So the Niners went 6-3 in the regular season on the road. Trey Lance batting .500 so far, 1-1. Kyle Shanahan. I was calling for Kyle Shanahan's job around my birthday, but I think right now it's safe to say that I backed off, and it's like, all right, let it ride. Yeah, I think it tends after that rally against the Rams. He was damn lucky that stopped him 3 and out when he punted away with under 2 minutes, because I would have went on him worse than I went on Matt LaFleur last year in the NFC. Yeah, the anniversary, that's coming up on Monday. 1 year anniversary when I made that rant attacking Matt LaFleur for his decision to kick the field goal when they needed to go for a touchdown and tie the game. Yeah, but somehow his decision, as baffling as it was at the time, paid off. Matt LaFleur's decision? No, I did not. Redhead. Okay. Big standings. If he's leading the way.
Yeah.
Kick it up. Where were you going with that? I think you were trying to analyze the interception thrown by Tannehill.
I thought it hit the receiver's hands and bounced up.
Oh, looks like we're going to be ready to roll. 10 more minutes. And the last 19 seasons for the Niners hadn't had a lot of success, but when they've made it to the playoffs, the other 4 trips, 2011 through 13 and 19, they've been in the NFC Championship. So they're looking to make it a 5th straight time they've made it to the NFC Championship when they've made it to the playoffs.
You can't forget that Super Bowl between the
I'm trying to think how many road wins they've got in that span. I know they had to do a lot of traveling. Let's see. There was only 4 including last week. Only 4. That's hard to believe. But 2019, they were the number 1 seed, so they were the number 2 seed in 2011, but Giants upset the Packers. Kind of robbed us of what could have been a good game between the two, but Eli Manning and the Giants had to ruin that. Whatever. Got a good sidecast, though, with Peyton Manning on Monday Night Football. I actually enjoyed that. He was a scumbag in 2011. In 2012, they were the number 2 seed. They had to go to Atlanta. But they rallied from 17-0. So, yeah, Falcon fans, before 28-3, you had 17-0. That was just 4 years earlier. And they thought that was the worst playoff loss they experienced in franchise history. Oh, they probably will take that over Super Bowl 51 any day of the week. Any day that ends in Y, that is. In 2013, they took care of business against Green Bay. Strangely enough, in Green Bay, where it's been a house of horrors for them. But they took care of business in Green Bay, and Carolina made Seattle sweat. I'll give them that. Unfortunately, Richard Sherman got just enough of the football. They tipped it to, I think it was Malcolm Smith or someone else. But I think nobody really cared about the interception as much as what happened after the interception when Richard Sherman tried to say, hey, good game, Michael Crabtree. And Michael Crabtree's like, yeah, my face. And he went on that tangent. Everyone thought, he was disrespecting Aaron Andrews. And I think I did see a video where it kind of was behind the scenes about it. He said, oh, no. That was all towards Crabtree. Yeah, me and her are good. But, yeah, and Seattle went on to win the Super Bowl. 2 years ago, the 49ers, they jumped out in the first half. I think it was like 20-0, if I remember correctly. And then they just never looked back. I pity all the poor, unfortunate souls not listening to me right now who have to listen to Joe. My commentary isn't even worth a single buck. And Troy Concussion King Aikman. There's just some times where he just looks like he doesn't want to be there. It's like, why am I here? Why did I go into this? So about 5 minutes to kick off, so you don't have to listen to any more of this pointless babbling because we're about ready to roll. Kick off on the other side of the break, and this is your home for the NFL. Almost ready to rock and roll in Green Bay tonight. Packers looking to get back to the NFC Championship for the third straight year. Niners looking to make it 2 in 3 years. Looks like the Packers are going to get the ball first. So we'll get to see Aaron Rodgers and crew. Last time Aaron Rodgers and crew had the ball against the 49ers, they drove down, kicked the game-winning field goal. And that was one that I just kept saying, how much time is too much time? Even though they had the Packers without timeouts and about 75 yards away from the end zone, Aaron Rodgers was just like, no problem. So, as Gold kicks it off, we're underway in Lambeau tonight. Glad you could join me here on TSR for this divisional round playoff game as Amari Rodgers, that is up to the 32-yard line. That's where Aaron Rodgers and crew will start. Notice the scoreboard is a little bit smaller. I had to scale back on resolution as well as frames per second in hopes that I could combat some of this encoding lag that's been killing my streams. Early on, it wasn't really, but I hope now as the game goes on that things will go well. As Rodgers is in the shotgun on 1st and 10. And calls the Jones up the middle, getting up to about the 35-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Drops back. Looking. Fires. Passes. Caught. And who else but Davante Adams up to the 48-yard line. It's going to move the chains. And Davante Adams, who did a number on the Niners last time. Apparently, he must have fumbled on the play because the Niners for a second were saying, hey, this is our ball. No, I don't know how the Niners could have sold that. He was down. Calls to Jones, and Jones goes nowhere. Fred Warner, let's be honest, Fred Warner made the tackle. He had him in the grasp, and that was good enough. After all that, they only caught 2nd and 11. 48. Hey, the Niners, they want to have a chance of winning this game. They got to find an answer for guys like Davante Adams, who killed them in the meeting back in September. Rodgers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, fires it out there. That's caught. That's Jones. Pass midfield to the 45-40. Up to the 35 to the 33-yard line of San Francisco. It's not just Davante Adams they need to find an answer for it. It's really Aaron Rodgers and the whole offense. They had no answer for him, especially on the last drive, which was a difference maker. So if you think, double teaming guys like Adams, no, all that's going to do is just open up a door for another player to step up. Rodgers behind center, drops back, looking, fires, passes, dropped, and that was Jones. But if he had caught it, he took a shot from Fred Warner. They got a top 10 passing offense and a 10th overall. They just got to get that running game going because that's been their weak point, 18th in the running game. Rodgers in the shotgun. And Niners bring the blitz. Drops back, fires, passes, caught. That's Adams right around the 22. That's going to move the chains. Oh, my goodness. All this time, I'm not having my players sheet right in front of me. There's Dante Johnson having his hands full covering Davante Adams. They're going to call it the 23-yard line. Rodgers behind center. And they're going to pitch it. That's Equinus St. Brown. St. Brown getting maybe a yard. Set up 2nd and 9. The 49ers, though, top 10 defense in terms of rushing and passing. 3rd overall in total defense. So they've been no pushover. Packers certainly have had their success against them in the last game. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. That's Adams inside the 15 to about the 12. And that will move the chains. And for Adams, he's picking up where he left off back in September. They're going to give him the 11-yard line. Okay. Look at Matt LaFleur. Rodgers in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Calls the Jones. I'll make that Dillon. He'll get up to about the 6-yard line. Right. Rodgers behind center on 2nd and 5. Look for him to go to Dillon. Right on cue, up the middle. Dillon in for a touchdown. And the Packers draw first blood here in Green Bay tonight. Right on cue, I said look for him to hand it off to A.J. Dillon, and look what he did. Just that. And he gets the first points of the game. Crosby for the point after. And snap, kick, up, and good.
I'm hungry.
9:25 to go in the opening quarter. It's Packers 7, 49ers nothing. And this is your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Packers up 7-0 after the touchdown run by A.J. Dillon. Packers picking up where they left off in San Francisco back in September. The touchdown drive. Let's see how the Pack attack, or excuse me, how the Niner gang responds. Crosby will be set to kick it off for the Packers. And about the 7-yard line. As this is Hasty. Hasty getting up to about the 38-yard line. So 49er color guy Tim Ryan, I think, would call him Hasty Tasty. Or is it Tasty Hasty? I think, I don't know. It was Tasty Hasty. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Garoppolo behind center. And a pitch is to Mitchell. Left side, Mitchell. Able to grind out a yard. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan in his career against the Packers. 2-3. Both wins coming in 2019. Garoppolo behind center on 2nd and 9. Somebody jumps, but who? And Ronald Tolbert, a referee tonight. And it's going to knock the Niners back 5 yards. That's another thing the 49ers cannot afford to do is make mental mistakes like that. If they want to pull this upset, they got to play flawless football. And so far, not going well. Garoppolo behind center. Calls to Deebo Samuel. Looks like he got about 2 on the play. Look for him to be a playmaker tonight. A playmaker in game against LA 2 weeks ago. Rushing touchdown, even a passing touchdown. And last week had a rushing touchdown. 23-7. 3rd and 12 upcoming. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming to get him! It looks like that was Rashawn. No, 55. That is Zadarius Smith. Got him by the ankle. And the Niners unable to do anything with that drive. They're going to have to punt it. Oh, got him by the left foot. So Wisnowski set the punt away to Amari Rodgers. And punts away. Rodgers telling everybody get away from it. And it'll be down at the 25-yard line. That's where Aaron Rodgers and crew will take over. .6:45 to go in the opening quarter. Packers 7, 49ers nothing here on your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Packers taking over following the punt. We got a user here from the UK, from Scotland, new to the NFL. We'll welcome aboard. So right now it is first down and 10 from the 25. So the object here, the Packers, the guys in green, have to get 10 yards to try to get a fresh set of downs, and they got 4 tries to do so. If after the first 3 they fail to do it, then they have to punt it away. So that means they were going to kick it right back to them if they can't get 10 here. As Rodgers passes, that's caught. That's Devontae Adams. He got 6 yards. So he got 6 right there. That now makes it second down and 4. And the offense can score one of 2 ways. So there's a end line called the goal line that the Packers have to get the ball across. Well, they're actually going to give them 7, not 6-0. They get the ball across that goal line, that's 6 points. Or if they aren't able to do that and it's fourth down, they could kick it between the uprights to get 3 right here, as Aaron Jones get it up to about the 45. And if they kick it in between the uprights on fourth down or in place of a touchdown, it's worth 3 points. Now, what the defense is trying to do is trying to tackle, to bring down the guy who's carrying the football. I'll try to explain some other things as we go along. People in the chat, if they're coming in here, I'm sure they can help out as well. As Rodgers drops back, slings it out, that's caught, that's Jones. Pass midfield up to about the 45-yard line of the 49ers. So now they're on the opposition side of the field. Second down and 1. Aaron Jones, 45 yards from scrimmage tonight. As Rodgers is in the shotgun. So that's when the quarterback is 5 yards behind the center rather than behind them. And the call was to Dillon. He gets it up to the 42. That's a first down. Packers at home since 2019. Regular season 22-2. Man, that's crazy. Lambeau's a tough environment to play at. Rodgers behind center. And rolling to his left, 5 passes caught. That's Mercedes Lewis. He lost it and fumbled. The Niners look like they got it. And they do. As Dre Greenlaw falls on it. So a fumble is when the ball carrier loses control of the football. And then it's recovered by the opposition. Well, the last part, that's what happened. But that's what a fumble is, when the ball carrier loses control of the football. Niners defense stepping up to make a play. We got 3:51 to go in the first quarter. It's still Packers 7, 49ers 0. I know you're home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Niners taking over to forcing a fumble. As Mercedes loses, fumbling it, recovered by Dre Greenlaw. Fred Warner, the one forcing the fumble. And maybe the big play the 49ers need to try to build some momentum. I mean, when in a game like this, I mean, those big plays is what can make a difference. And the Niners need to make those big plays if they want to pull the upset. Garoppolo in the shotgun on 1st and 10. And it calls to Samuel. Left side churning, getting about, call it 5 yards. Oh, the Packers saying they got the football. Samuel apparently fumbled. Packers arguing they got the ball. Looked like the ref saying no. Forward progress was stopped. The Niners might have gotten away with one. That was a clear fumble, but they blew it dead for forward progress. Rule that even I can't explain. Garoppolo drop back pass is caught, and he fumbled! And it's picked up by the Packers. They get it right back. Getting up to about the 40-yard line, as that was 51. Chris Barnes. And a little bit of serendipity there after they had a fumble taken back. Ooh, that's close. That's pretty bang right there. They're going to argue, did he even have possession to begin with? It was Brandon Ayuk who tried to haul it in. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, that's close. We'll see what happens if they challenge it or not. Packers get the ball right back by way of fumble. Up by 7 on your home for the NFL. It plays under review. Booth review is they're going to look and see if Ayuk had possession of the ball long enough for it to be called a catch. We will listen in.
The question is, where is the time? The third step would equate the time, but it comes out.
1, 2. I mean, it's close because that ball came out just as he was about to make that third step.
And you have to believe the weather factors in a bit on this chilly night with the wind chill down around 0.
All right. Looks like the verdict upcoming.
As we've been in this review through the commercial break and Now it continues. Both offenses are out there, and Rodgers and Garoppolo talk it over. Here comes a call.
Here's the verdict.
After reviewing the play,
Oh! So they will reverse the call. So the Niners catching a little bit of a break there. So that's 2 fumble recoveries the Packers had taken away from them in the last 2 plays. The one on first down was because of forward progress, which I don't understand and frankly I can't explain. And then this one overturned because of an incompletion. He did not have it long enough. So Niners with new life on 3rd and 5. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. And he's going to go down. And that's Rashawn Gary. So Niners unable to capitalize on the turnover. End up being a loss of 5 on the play, and they're going to have to punt it away. So even with the turnover, the Packers unfazed. As Wisnowski will set the punt away to Rodgers. Kicks away. And Rodgers will field it on the bounce at the 16, but he's got nowhere to go. Looks like they'll get him at the 15-yard line. That's where Aaron Rodgers and crew will take over. .220 to play here in the opening quarter. This Yankees suck _1 saying, not looking good for the Niners early on. But you gotta remember, 2 weeks ago they were down 17-0 to the Rams. Things were looking pretty bleak there as they were struggling to get anything going. And then in the second half, they just exploded, ended up forcing overtime, taking it. That's why they're playing tonight. Gotta remember, it's not how you start that. Even last meeting, the Packers got off to that 17-0 start. Niners rallied back, make the Packers sweat a little. Packers still won on a last-second field goal, but it could have been much worse. The call's to Dillon, right side. Get it up to about the 20-yard line. Rodgers behind center on 2nd and 6. Coming up on 100 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. He drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. No! And they're going to say incomplete. Was trying for Dominique Daphne. He could not haul it in. Third and 6 upcoming. Rodgers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. Rodgers slips away. Looking. Fires. Passes. Incomplete. Tried for Daphne. So the Packers are going to go 3 and out with 88 seconds to go in the first. So Niner defense, after letting the Packers drive on the opening drive, been holding their ground, forced the fumble, and then a 3 and out. Let's see if that gets Jimmy Garoppolo a little bit of momentum. As Rodgers had to slip away from Kevin Givens. Just able to get a pass off. Corey Bjorkhes set the punt away. And poison being called there by Benjamin. By doing both games tomorrow. I'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do Rams-Bucks. I want to do Bills-Chiefs. I don't know if I'm going to do Rams and Bucks. Got about 76 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Niners up 7-0, and this is your home NFL. Back at Green Bay, Niners taking over following the punt. Kyle Shanahan, Matt LaFleur have a history together. With the football team, then the Atlanta Falcons. The Super Bowl 51 team. Now going head-to-head in the playoffs for the second time. Garoppolo behind center. Pitch to Mitchell, right side. Mitchell goes nowhere. Looks like he lost 2 on the play. Be 2nd and 12 upcoming. Niners will try to get will have to get at least one more playoff before the quarter ends. It's Garoppolo in the shotgun with an empty backfield. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, no! Kittle could not haul it in. He was wide open in Packer territory, but he could not bring it in. Right there, open, and he just couldn't. Went right off the left shoulder. Oh, you cannot drop those passes. Not when you're playing a crucial game like this against Green Bay in their house. You gotta catch that. You gotta catch that. Garoppolo in the shotgun on 3rd and 12. Drops back. Pressure coming. Fires, passes. Incomplete off the hands of Jennings. Yet again, the Niners going 3 and out. Not sure if Kevin King got a fingertip on it or if that was just a natural drop by Jennings. So Wisnowski set the punt at the Rogers. Rogers fields it at the 11. To the left side to around the 16-yard line with 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Green Bay 17. Rogers in the shotgun. Drops back, fires, passes caught. That's Jones up to about the 20-yard line. Pushed out of bounds around 20. And that will likely take it. That indeed will take us to the end of the first quarter. We played 15 minutes in Green Bay. Your score, Packers 7, 49ers nothing here on your home for the NFL. About to start the second quarter in Green Bay. Pack attack up 7-0. The 49ers have got to get something going offensively if they want to have a chance in this game. So far, they've been held in check. No first downs. Only -7 yards, so somehow they're only down 7-0. As Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 7. And it calls the Jones left side, plowing, getting up to about the 24-yard line. Instead of 3rd and 3. Rodgers, 8 of 11 for 73 yards. And right now he's in the shotgun on 3rd and 3. Ooh, or could it be 3rd and 8 now? Did the pack attack move too soon? Yes, they did. So that's now going to become a 3rd and 8. And that is on Alan Lazard. Rodgers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. And Rodgers in trouble. He's going to go down. As that's Dre Greenlaw. And the Packers force the punt. So the way the 49ers defense is playing might keep them in this game, but for how long? I mean, they've buckled down since the opening drive. The Packers went for a touchdown. Bjork has set the punt away. Travis Benjamin awaiting the return. Benjamin fields at the 31. Able to get some room. Get up to about the 34. Return took him back about 3 yards. They were able to pick it back up. Niners offense back to work with 13:07 to go left in the half. Packers 7, 49ers nothing. This is your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, the Niners taking over at the 34 following the punt. Let's see if the Niners offense can get it in gear. They have not gotten the first down. They have negative yardage through 15 minutes. "12 degrees, but it feels more like 2 degrees in Green Bay." Garoppolo drops back, fires passes, incomplete as Deebo Samuel could not haul it in. When Deebo's dropping passes, you know the Niners are in trouble. They've struggled to get anything going offensively. And a fair share of cold playoff games in Green Bay. One that comes to mind is the NFC Championship game 14 years ago against the Giants. The anniversary of that was actually on Thursday. Garoppolo in the shotgun. And a call is, looks like this is Mitchell. Getting 2 on the play. So 3rd and 8. 49ers offense 3 and out on each of first 3 possessions. Second time under Kyle Shanahan. The only other time was earlier this year in Philadelphia. Garoppolo 0 for 4. In the shotgun on 3rd and 8. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. He's going to go down. And that is Rashawn Gary again. And the 49ers offense continuing to sputter. Another drive and another 3 and out. As the Packers just got great penetration. Get to Garoppolo and the punt's away. Rodgers from around the 20 stumbled a little bit, gets up to the 25-yard line. $11:38 to go in the half. Still Packers 7, 49ers nothing, and this is your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, the Packers taking over at the 25 following the punt. Let's see if the Packers can try to go get some points here. And knowing that the Niners offense has not been able to get it in gear, and see if they can exploit it as Rodgers is in the shotgun. And the call is to Dillon left side. Getting about 3 yards on the play. Rodgers behind center on 2nd and 7. And the call is to Dillon up the gut. Nowhere to go. And they gave him a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Rodgers in the shotgun on 3rd and 6. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. That's Adams. Up to around the 38-yard line. It's going to move the chains. Eight first downs for the Packers. Niners have yet to get one. In fact, they have yet to get on the positive side of the total yards. They're averaging minus 0.8 yards a play. Packers averaging 5. Calls to Jones. Jones is going to be piled up right around the 37-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 11. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. He steps up. And he's going to be taken down close to the line of scrimmage by Bosa. Let's set up 3rd and 11. Got him right around the ankles. They actually are going to call it a loss of 1, which will set up 3rd and 12. Rodgers in the shotgun. And it looks like the Packers are going to use a timeout with 7:56 to go in the half. Third and 12 from the 36. Rodgers 9 of 12 for 81 yards as he's in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. That's Jones. Jones up to the 40. Getting up to about the 45. He's going to be short. So the Niners defense once again making a stop. Now they got to get their offense in gear. You can only do this for so long before you eventually wear down, and the Packers are going to exploit it. Oh, whoa. Well, look at this. Packers going to go for it. They say, you know what? Neither side really gained momentum yet. Let's see if we can try to get it. Rodgers in the shotgun. Or they just see that they could get him to jump offside. I think that was the case, and they didn't. So I think they just wanted to get a delay of game, see if they can try to get the 49ers to jump, and they did not. But York has set to punt it away. Look for the Niners to send the house. You got to get something going. Didn't quite send the house. Punts away. And it goes out of bounds. Where are they going to spot this? It's like around the 23-yard line. So let's see what Jimmy G and crew have in store for us this drive. Got second quarter, still 7-0. You're home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Niners taking over, hoping to get something going on this drive. They have been unable to do anything so far tonight. The defense is the only reason this game has not become lopsided. The defense has done everything they can to neutralize Aaron Rodgers and crew. And aside from the opening drive, they've done a good job. And play action. Garoppolo looking, fires pass incomplete. And Garoppolo's struggling to even get a pass completed. He now is 0 for 5. And it looked like Dean Lowry got a hand on it, so I don't know if you could completely blame him for that, but the Niners have got to make a big play here. Packers defensive coordinator Joe Barry so far, his team playing lights out tonight. 2nd and 10, Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. George Kittle. And that big play, well, I mean, not quite a big play, but was it? Oh, my goodness, that's close. I'd imagine Matt LaFleur going to challenge that. He was still in bounds. Oh, no, they're going to let it ride, but I don't know if he had much of an argument. It was close, though. Garoppolo in the shotgun. And it calls to Samuel. Samuel getting about a couple on the play. Sometimes that's all it takes is one play, get you back in it. And the Niners may have made that play. I mean, it wasn't a huge play, but it was big enough considering that their offense has been sputtering. I mean, at least get a drive longer than 3 plays. Give your defense a chance to get some hydration, get some oxygen, give them a rest. They've been playing their butts off tonight. Try to keep them in this game. Garoppolo behind center. And did they get the snap off? Apparently they did. Mitchell to the 45 up to about the 47. Be just short of the first down, set up 3rd and 1. We just passed the 5-minute mark here in the half. Really kind of a dream come true. A night playoff game at Lambeau, 0 degrees. What more can you ask for? You can't feel your fingers and your toes. You really find out who wants to play football. Nope, no arguing that. Third and 1. Garoppolo behind center. Or like 3rd and a half a yard. Pitches to Mitchell right side. Mitchell gets a first down, a little more into Packer territory around the 49-yard line. So the Niners offense starting to show some life. Elijah Mitchell, 963 rushing yards this season, most by a rookie in team history. But he's made a name for himself in San Francisco. It's 5 carries, 13 yards tonight. Garoppolo behind center, and he gets the call. It's about a yard. Garoppolo behind center. And play action. Garoppolo looking under pressure. He has to take off and then shovels it. That's Mitchell up to about the 35 to about the 32-yard line. Looked like Brett Favre-esque right there. Running with it and then just kind of shovel it. And look right there. Looks like he's going to take off with it. Oh, no. It's kind of like a throw, but still looked like something Brett Favre would have done. But if it works, you're not going to complain about it. 7 plays, 46 yards. This is their longest drive of the game. Garoppolo behind center. Calls to Mitchell. Mitchell to the left side to the 30. Around the 26. Get a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll take us down to a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning at Lambeau. Niners driving, still down 7, and this is still your home for the NFL. 2 minutes go in the first half. Niners offense finally getting into rhythm here. They got to try to finish off the drive. But even a field goal here gives them a little bit of that momentum. They will start with the ball in the second half, so that could go a long way. They just need to get some points. Second and 4 from the 26. Garoppolo behind center. And a call is to Samuel. Samuel getting the first down up to the 21-yard line. That's good enough to move the chains. So now hit the 100-second mark. First and 10. Garoppolo in the shotgun, now an empty backfield. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. That's Kittle inside the 10, no, about the 9-yard line. It's going to move the chains and set up first and goal. And it looks like the Packers used their second timeout with 69 seconds to go in the half. First and goal from the 9. Garoppolo behind center. Calls to Mitchell, up the middle. Mitchell getting up to about the 4-yard line. A flag is down, though. It looks like it's going to come back. And it is going to come back. And Trent Williams, the guilty party on the hold. So now it's first and goal from the 19. Yeah, you can't give the defensive lineman a hug like that while the play's going on. So Garoppolo now into the shotgun. 65 seconds to go in the first half. Drops back, looking. Pressure coming, eludes one. And still eluding that same guy. Fires, passes. Intercepted! Adrian Amos! And the Packers defense stepping up when it matters most. Oh my goodness! Garoppolo eluding the same guy twice. It was Kenny Clark that he avoided on the sack. All that just to throw an intercept. Who was he trying to throw? I think he was trying for Kittle. And he just stepped right in front of it. I think he was thought that he was looking for the corner of the end zone. And Kittle fell too far back. Amos was able to step in front of it. The Packers have it first and 10 at the 4. Let's see what the Packers do from here. Rodgers in the shotgun. And the call's to Dillon. Maybe a yard. And think the Niners... Nope, they didn't call time it. It's like the... Well, somebody called time. Nope, the Niners did call timeout. With 44 seconds left, I think they're looking... See if they can get a stop. And maybe try to get a field goal before the half. Rodgers in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. Drops back, fires, passes caught. That's Jones up to around the 9-yard line. I think he got out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. So he actually, by doing that, did the Niners a favor. Rodgers in the shotgun on 3rd and 3. Packers tonight just 1 of 4 on 3rd down. Drops back, looking, stepping up, looking, fires, passes, caught! That's Jones! He could! He might! He's going to get down to the 14-yard line. Oh, my goodness! That went 75 yards, and I think the Packers are going to have to use their final timeout. He was left all alone. Yeah, you cannot leave a receiver that wide open. It was Dante Johnson who was burned. And the Packers did use their final timeout. Rodgers in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. Bosa forces fumble. Ball for grabs. Who's got it? Niners saying they got it. I think they do. And that was Dre Green. Oh, no, they didn't. The Packers got it back. And Rodgers just going to clock it. It looked like Dre Greenlaw came down with it, but apparently he did not. Or did they just call it incomplete? Let's see. That should have been a fumble, so I'm guessing the Packers fell on it. This will bring out Crosby. Try a 39-yard field goal. I don't know what they called it. The Niners did use their second timeout. A 39-yard try for Mason Crosby. For the half. Snap. Pick. Up. It's blocked! And the Niners making a play on special teams to keep it 7-0. Maybe that might give them some momentum going into the half. It was Jimmy Ward on the block. So after all that, the Packers coming away with nothing. We played 30 minutes in Green Bay. Your score, Packers 7, 49ers nothing here on your home for the NFL. Halfway home in Green Bay, Packers up 7-0. Let's go over some of the first half stats. Packers 9 first downs, 49ers 5. Packers have run 32 total plays, 49ers 23. Packers badly outgained the 49ers 205 to 58. Packers averaging 6.4 yards a play, the 49ers 2.5. Packers out passing the 49ers 159 to 24, out rushing them 46 to 34. 49ers 2 penalties, 15 yards. Packers 2 penalties, 10 yards. Both sides with a turnover. Packers lost a fumble in the second drive of the game. Jimmy G throwing the interception just before the half, making it 7-0. That killed a drive that could have tied the game up. Packers, though, had a field goal blocked just before the half. So we'll see where that goes. Time of possession battle. Packers 17-34. 49ers 12-26. Earlier today, the Bengals defeat the Titans 19-16 on a walk-off field goal. The end of regulation by Evan McPherson. Bengals in the AFC Championship game for the first time since 1988. They will either travel to Buffalo in a rematch of that AFC Championship game 33 years ago, or they'll head to Kansas City as they'll look for their third straight Super Bowl trip. Titans, meanwhile, become the second #1 seed in 3 years to be bounced before the championship game. Last time out, the Titans were the one doing the upset as they defeated the Baltimore Ravens in the divisional round. That was the last divisional round of the 12-team playoff format. Well, the 49ers offense, the good news was their offense came to life in the late second quarter. I'm sorry. My mind's a little bit scrambled right now. Came to light late in the second quarter. The problem was Jimmy G got careless with that pick. But we'll see if he can, have a short memory from that. See what he can do to start the second half. I mean, Niners will have a little bit of momentum going for him after the blocked field goal. But at some point, the offense have got to step up and make a play because the defense can only do so much. They got torched for 75 yards that got the Packers in the field goal range to begin with. Yeah, who would have thought the Bengals in the AFC Championship game this year? Who would have thought? About ready to start the second half on the other side of the break here on your home for the NFL. About to roll for the start of the second half here. Packers open the game up with a scoring drive. Touchdown run by A.J. Dillon. It's been quiet since. Let's see what the 49ers do to start the second half. We'll look at the blocked field goal just before. Matt LaFleur looking in disbelief, like, did we really let that happen? The Capitals beat Senators in overtime. I'm actually going to see the Washington Capitals on March 5th down at Capital One Arena as they take on the Seattle Kraken. So first trip to Washington for the Kraken. Make it a memorable one as Crosby kicks it off. That'll be returned. Looks like Samuel up to the 25 to the 30. Look out! He's got room. 45 up to about the 50-yard line as it's starting to snow a little bit in Green Bay. Nothing accumulating, though. The last two plays the Niners have made been big. The blocked field goal, and now a great return by Deebo Samuel. Like I said, if you need a big play for San Francisco, look for number 19. Garoppolo behind center. And the pitch is to Mitchell. Right side, Mitchell. Getting up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a 45, so a 5-yard gain. Second and 5 upcoming. Garoppolo behind center. Pitch to Samuel. Samuel getting it close to the marker. Looks like he got stopped just short at the 41. So 3rd and 1. Third and 1 upcoming. Garoppolo behind center. Packers stack in the middle. And the call is to Mitchell. He's got first down a little more up to about the 36-yard line. Garoppolo 3 of 9 for 43 yards in the interception. That could have been a backbreaker. I'm going to call it 37. Garoppolo behind center. And the pitch is to Mitchell, left side, getting up to about the 35-yard line. I'm going to call it 2nd and 9, so I'm going to give him the 36. That's 35. Garoppolo behind center. And quick pass at Samuel. Samuel with room to work with 30, 25, 20, inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. It's going to move the chains. Garoppolo 4 of 10, 61 yards. That's Samuel's first catch of the night. Went for 18. They've got 7 first downs in the last 2 drives, none prior to that. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Calls to Samuel, left side, churning past the 15 to about the 12-yard line. Caught 2nd and 4. They actually gave him the 11. Samuel, 41 total yards tonight. There's Garoppolo in the shotgun. And a call to Mitchell, right side. Mitchell, first down a little more, inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. It's going to set up 1st and goal. Oh, or will it? Flag is down. Oh, got right to the face of Eric Stokes, so they might have to tack this back. Deduct it. Deduct it. Deduct it. In the run, and Kyle Shanahan not crazy about it, but it is what it is. So they got Mitchell for a, so it ends up being a 2nd and 14. A costly penalty. They had it first and goal inside the 5. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes caught, flag is down. That's Jawan Jennings around the 13, but let's see what this is all about. Oh, this play may never have happened. And that's going to be 5 more yards. Oh, no, they called it a legal formation, but that's 5 more yards back. And the Niners, just as they looked like they were getting it in gear, they just take a step forward, and they end up taking 3 steps back. 4 penalties, 35 yards. That's Garoppolo now in the shotgun with an empty backfield. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. That's Mitchell right around the 23. That's going to set up 3rd down. I mean, there you just had to try to get a little bit of something. Garoppolo in the shotgun now, an empty backfield. Drops back. Quick pass at Samuel. Samuel to the 20, 15, up to about the 11-yard line. It's going to be short of the 1st down. I think you got to kick the field goal. I know the Niners would have loved to have gotten a touchdown, but I think you need points, and there's a Niner down. We'll see who the injured Niner is. Could be Deebo Samuel, and that would be a huge blow to the Niners. Step aside, 8:31 to go in the third. Packers 7, 49ers nothing. This is your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay is Deebo Samuel sitting on the sideline. Total of 97 yards. He has 45 return, 22 rushing, and now 30 receiving, but took a shot there. So Robbie Gould out to try a field goal. This one from about 29 yards out. Snap, kick, up, and got it. The Niners are on the board for the first time tonight. $8:13 to go in the third. It's now 49ers 3, Packers 7. This is your home for the NFL. Okay, we're not going to commercial break. I thought we were. I mean, it gets them something. I'll give it that. The Niners just need to get something going here. Now they got the defense that helps pump them up. And the kick's away. This is Rodgers up to the 20, 25. Got the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's where Aaron Rodgers and crew will take over. NASCAR at the Coliseum, February 6th. That should be something. See what's going on that day. Clash at the Coliseum. and Daytona 500 President's Day weekend. Rogers behind center on 1st and 10. Play action. Looking. Bosa coming in. He misses him. Rogers looking. Fires. Pass incomplete. As he just had to throw that one away. As Nick Bosa was coming in on the sack. But he was able to escape. Eight minutes even to go here in the third. As A.J. Dillon, he had to come out of the game. Rogers in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. He fires. Passes. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Josiah DeGuara. Set up 3rd and 10. All right, 3rd and 10. Rogers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Fires, passes, caught. That's Jones, but he only gets up to the 36. And the 49ers are able to force a 3 and out. And defense coming up big. And the offense starting to get it in gear. So maybe the 49ers can get back in this game to get the lead, I should say. As Bjorquez set the punt away to Benjamin. Kicks away. Fields around the 20. Goes to the right side. The 27-yard line. And that's where Garoppolo and crew will start. Snow coming down. Step aside. 7:02 to go here in the third. Packers 7, 49ers 3, and this is your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Niners taking over following the punt. Niners looking to finish the job this time around. Last time around, they got a field goal. As the last two drives, their offense has come to life after sputtering for most of the first half. Garoppolo behind center on 1st and 10. And play action. Looking. Fires, passes, incomplete. Trying for number 89. That is Charlie Warner. And from the looks of that pass, Garoppolo should be very fortunate that was not picked off. And that could have been a pick 6 right there. It's like Samuel's struggling a little bit. Upcoming. Garoppolo behind center. The pitch is to Mitchell left side. Mitchell to the 30. It's around the 33. So 3rd and 5. Third and 5. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. Garoppolo in trouble. He's going to go down. Kenny Clark, the one who brings them down. And the 49ers going 3 and out. Wisnowski set the punt away. Rodgers will fair catch it at the 28-yard line. Packers go to work. 5:28 to go here in the third. Packers 7, Niners 3, and this is your home for the NFL. Packers taking over after the punt. It's been a pretty quiet game since that opening drive. Packers have not been able to do anything. And before the half, they had a drive going. A field goal attempt was blocked. Well, we're sitting at 7-3. I gotta say, I like the USFL ads they're showing here on Fox. I think NBC's going to probably show some tomorrow during their game between the Rams and Bucks. I say I'm looking forward to calling that this spring. Should be fun. Hopefully as fun as it was when I did the XFL. And I'm looking forward to that coming back next year. So Rodgers in the shotgun here on 1st and 10. Rodgers drops back, fires, passes, caught. It's Devontae Adams. Hasn't quite been as big of a factor as I've expected. I was expecting him to single-handedly shred the 49er defense. Hadn't been as big of a factor. Rodgers 13 of 19. No, well now 14 of 20, but no. Devontae Adams hasn't been doing as much damage as he did last time around in San Francisco. Rodgers behind center on 2nd down. Pitches to Jones. Jones getting close. Let's see where they spot. Oh, just a hair short. I would say it would be 3rd and 1 upcoming. Rodgers in the shotgun on 3rd and 1. And it calls to Jones, trying to penetrate. It looked like he was going to get it. Yep. He's going to move the chains. Yeah, a little surprising it's been a low-scoring game. Considering that the Packers, on the opening drive, they just went out and balled on that opening drive for a touchdown, and they've been silenced ever since. They had that 4 punts, a lost fumble, and a blocked field goal. And it was a shame with the blocked field goal is that Rodgers floated a nice pass to Aaron Jones, and he got inside the 20. All that for nothing as he pounds it up to about the 43. Of course, that was set up by 49er drive that they got as inside the goal line, inside the 10, only to throw an interception. We're seeing missed opportunities by both sides. Seeing if they'll come back to haunt them. Rodgers in the shotgun. Calls to Dillon. Scratch at Jones. Gets about 4 on play. He'll set up another 3rd and 1. Reminder again, if the Packers win, they host either the Rams or Buccaneers next Sunday. If the Niners win, they'll head to either Tampa Bay or Los Angeles. Third and 1. Rodgers in the shotgun. Calls to Jones, and he'll get another first down into 49er territory around the 49. I think this is a sign that the Niners defense starting to tire out. Having to try to keep them in this game. Rodgers behind center on 1st and 10. Play action. Looking, fires, passes. Caught by Adams inside the 25, about the 24-yard line. And that's going to move the chains. And Kwan Williams lost him. Jimmy Ward. Ah, great catch. Just a few inches off the ground. The Packers will run at least one more play before the quarter ends. And the Packers look like they're going to take a timeout with 33 seconds to go. First of the half. Right now it feels like 0 degrees in Green Bay. It's 12 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like 0. Rodgers behind center. Play action. Looking. Pressure coming. Fires. Passes. Caught. That's Adams. A flag is down, though, for a moment. Looks like it's going to be first and goal. Or will it? Yep, it will. It's going to be holding on the defense. Or I actually called it incomplete, but penalty can still make it first and 10. Am I surprised how low scoring it is? Yeah, actually I am. I mean, I was expecting the Packers offense to light it up, and so far since the opening drive, they've been held in check. As Rodgers drops back, dumps it off. That's Jones. Looks like he's not going to get much. They're going to call him a yard. That's about it. The thing I'm more surprised about with the 49ers is that their offense is sputtered. Aside from the last drive in the first half and the opening drive in the second half, they haven't really gotten a lot going. I'd expect better than that as we hit the end of the third quarter. Packers 15 minutes away from another trip to the NFC Championship. Your score, Packers 7, 49ers 3, and this is your home for the NFL. About to start fourth quarter here at Lambeau Field. Packers holding a 7-3 edge. What's been a low-scoring game, but as I just commented in the chat saying, watch, it's going to be points galore come the fourth quarter. Will it be the Packers hosting the NFC Championship game for the second straight year? Or will the 49ers make it 2 trips to the NFC Championship in 3 years? And head to either sunny Tampa Bay or down I-5 to L.A. About to find out in these next 15 minutes. Rodgers in the shotgun now, an empty backfield. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. And Adams took a hit from Emmanuel Mosley. Looks like he got maybe a couple on the play. Adams, 8 catches, 86 yards. Third and 14. I'm not even close. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty backfield. Could be a critical play here. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. And that is Lazard. Why did I said Green Bay 13? It should be San Francisco 13. And now it's a first down. Let's see. First and goal. Call it the 7-yard line. Rodgers 5 of 5 this drive. Calls to Jones left side. Churning up to about the 5-yard line. Rodgers behind center on second and goal. Calls to Jones. Right side didn't look like a play never happened. It looked like they're going to get the Packers for a false start. A shame they had him stopped for no gain, but that's probably why he got no gain, because they knew it was a false start. And Rodgers going, really, guys? Really? This juncture of the game? Rodgers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. But falling down is Jones right around the 8-yard line. Set up third and goal. Coming up on 12.5 to play in the game. Rodgers in the shotgun, empty backfield. Drops back. Looking. Pressure coming. He's going to go down. Armstead, the one that gets in there. Bosa came in to clean up as well. So the Niner defense keeping them out of the end zone might help them out down the stretch. Niners defense bending but not breaking as Crosby will try it again. This time, it's like about 33-yard try. Snap, kick, up, and good. Packers adding 3 more. 11:27 to go in the game. It's now Packers 10, 49ers 3, and this is your home for the NFL. Packers adding 3 more with the field goal by Crosby. We'll see how the Niners respond. The clock is ticking on their season. Their offense has got to get it in gear. Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod's pointing another A-Rod. And Niners with it now to 25. It's Samuel. Getting up to about 28-yard line. Right now they keep showing the temperature's now 11 degrees, but with the wind it feels like it's 0. Who cares about A-Rod? Apparently Fox did if they wanted to show him. It's funny, he works for ESPN. Garoppolo behind center. And the call's to Mitchell left side. He's got an opening up to about the 35, around the 36-yard line. We're only going to give him the 35. 2nd and 3. Pack, 49ers 39 rushing yards in the second half. Packers just 19. Garoppolo behind center. The calls to Juszczyk. Juszczyk up to the 45, up to about the 49-yard line. It's going to move the chains. First time I'm calling the name Kyle Juszczyk. Had a touchdown reception in the game back in September that Gave the Niners the lead for just a little bit. Garoppolo in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Drops back, looking. Pressure coming, fires, passes, caught by Mitchell, but met up almost immediately by Shannon Sullivan. I think he ended up losing a yard on the play. As Garoppolo was under pressure. Matt LaFleur encouraging the crowd to get into it. 2nd and 11. Garoppolo's been sacked 4 times tonight. Knocked down an additional 6. He drops back. Pressure coming. And he threw it right at the feet of the lineman. So that could be grounding. He was, I'm pretty sure, not outside the tackle box. And a terrible time to be committing a stupid penalty like this. Well, let's see. Because I couldn't see if there was an eligible receiver in the area. Let's see. I think he was trying for Mitchell, but he just didn't get enough on it, so it looked like he was hitting a lineman. So it'll just be 3rd and 11. Garoppolo in the shotgun on 3rd and 11. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. That's Kittle. 1st down and more. Kittle to the 30, up to about the 28-yard line. So a big 3rd down conversion. Making up for earlier when Kittle dropped a wide open pass. I dragged Eric Stokes for quite a bit of yardage. As we're closing in on 8.5 minutes to play in the game. Garoppolo 8 of 16, 99 yards. But that interception cost Samuel right side, 25 to about the 23-yard line. Niners not going away quietly. Garoppolo behind center. Calls to Mitchell. Mitchell goes nowhere. Loses 2 on the play. That looked like to Darryl Slayton. Third and 7, crunch time for the Niners. 7 minutes to go. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, fires, passes, caught. Jennings up to the 19. He's going to be short. And now decision time for Kyle Shanahan. It's just under 7 minutes to go. You could kick a field goal, but you would have to rely on your defense to make a stop real quick to give them a chance. It looks like they're saying, forget the field goal. We need points. We got to go for it. Been batting .500 on 4th down. Garoppolo behind center. Packers stack in the middle. Calls to Mitchell. And Mitchell's not going to get there. The Packers stop him at the 21. Oh, my goodness. Packers defense coming up big. 6:10 to go in the game. Still Packers 10, Niners 3 here on your home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Packers taking over after the stop on 4th down. What might be the season for the Niners if they can't do anything on defense. I mean, it's maybe the most cliche play to call on 4th and 1, a run up the middle. And Elijah Mitchell was just defenseless. 21. Rodgers behind center. And the call's to Jones right side. Got maybe a yard. Well, they're going to call it 2 yards, and there's a Niner down. 27, it's Dante Johnson. We'll see what happened. Ooh, maybe a little bit of friendly fire. End up colliding helmets with DJ Jones. Just step aside. 6:10 to go in the 4th. Packers 10, Niners 3. You're home for the NFL. Back in Green Bay, Packers up 10-3. Looking to try to finish the job here and move on to the NFC Championship game for the third year in a row. As Deontay Johnson and DJ Jones both injured on the play. Johnson's walking off on his own power. It looked like Jones did as well. We'll see what's coming up here. 5:53 to go here in the game. It's been a real low-scoring game, so it's been a defensive gridlock for the most part. Packers scored a touchdown in their opening drive, a touchdown run by A.J. Dillon. That's pretty much been it. Just 2 field goals aside since. Rodgers fires, passes, incomplete. Try for Devontae Adams. That set up third down is what may be a critical third down upcoming. Rodgers just a little too low, and he's looking up like, oh, I knew that was a bad throw. Packers 500 tonight on third down, 5 of 10. Niners really need a stop here. Rodgers in the shotgun, drops back. Looking, pressure coming, and he's going to be taken down. It's Armstead around the 12. So the Niner defense stepping up again, making the play when it matters. So the 49ers will have at least one more shot. And the punts are blocked! Up in the air! And the Niners are going to pick it up! And they're going to score a touchdown! Oh my goodness! Kelowna Hufanga is the one who scooped it up to score! Well, I said it was a big play that the Niners needed if they're going to have a chance. And lo and behold, here in the fourth quarter, they made the play. I bit my tongue a little bit on that one. The punt was blocked. It was number 94. That is someone I do not have listed. Willis was the one who blocked it for the Niners. Hufanga, the one scored for the 49ers. Snap, kick, up, and good. Niners special teams coming up big. 4:41 to go in the game. We're tied at 10 here on your home for the NFL. Well, I guess we're not going to commercial break. Okay, the punt was so it was Jordan Willis on the block. So now the Packers do get the ball right back. So we'll see how Aaron Rodgers and crew respond. First time since the opening drive of the game, they are not leading. Give the Niners some credit. They have scratched and clawed their way throughout this game. Through the first 55 minutes. And the kick's away. Rodgers from the 4. It's up to the 10, 15, 20 around the left side. 25. It's around the 29-yard line. That's where the Packers will start. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. This is so defense and special teams helping out the 49ers. Just half 110 total yards. Packers just 54. And Rodgers is in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Drops back. Pressure coming. Bosa coming after him. He rolls to his right. Looking. And we'll just throw it away. Now a flag comes in. Let's see what this is all about. And they're going to get the Packers for an eligible man downfield. Going to knock him back 5 yards. So it will now be 1st and 15. Packers 4 penalties, 20 yards. The 49ers 5 for 40. As Rodgers is in the shotgun. Drops back. Fires, passes, caught. That's Adams. Getting up to about the 28-yard line. Rodgers in the shotgun here on 2nd and 11. Drops back. Looking. Fires. Passes. Incomplete. Trying for Randall Cobb. Kwan Williams on the coverage. Tried to jump it. All he could do is break it up. Now set up a critical 3rd down here. If he had just been maybe a split second sooner, Williams possibly jumps that route and picks it off, but just couldn't quite get there. Rodgers in the shotgun with an empty backfield on a critical 3rd down. Drops back. Looking. Fires the heave. Incomplete. Trying for Adams. So the 49ers defense making a stop. And Rodgers floated it just a smidge too far for Adams. York has set the punt away. Niners special teams looking to make another big play here. And, well, Niners are going to, or the Packers got to back up another 5 on the false start. And the punt's away. Benjamin from the 22. Got room to return. Going to the right side to about the 30. Well, gets down to the 29-yard line. So 3:20 to go. See what the Niners offense can do. And maybe the biggest play of the game was the blocked field goal that kept it 7-0. And then just moments ago, the blocked punt for a touchdown. So they're 71 yards away from pay dirt. Garoppolo in the shotgun, now in the empty backfield. Drops back, fires, passes, caught. That's Kittle. Getting it past the 39 to the 40. That's going to move the chains. .41-yard line. Garoppolo behind center. Pitches to Mitchell, left side. Mitchell with room, getting it up to about the 45. Well, they're going to call it the 46, actually. Look for the Niners also to try to kill clock as well. And see if this time they can try to get to where there's no time left for the Packers to try to make a comeback. And they're going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. How's your heart holding up? 2 minutes to go here in Green Bay. We're tied at 10 here on your home for the NFL. Two minutes to go at Green Bay, excuse me. San Francisco driving, tied at 10. There's Garoppolo in the shotgun. Drops back, looking, fires, passes, caught. into Packer territory. It's Samuel up to the 41-yard line. Niners with a full arsenal of timeouts. Aaron Rodgers looking on. Probably a first down away from being in field goal range is Garoppolo behind center. Pitches to Samuel right side. Getting up to around the 38-yard line. I think if you're the Packers, you got to start thinking about using your timeouts to try to preserve time. And that's exactly what they do. So right on cue. Because at this point, the 49ers get a first down. They could run the clock. Niners second half, 143 yards versus the Packers 58. So their defense, since the opening drive of the game, has seemed to come to life. And then the special teams helping them out as well. The field goal and a block punt for a touchdown. Garoppolo's behind center. And a pitch to Samuel. And he's going to go nowhere. And I think the Packers are going to probably end up using their final timeout. We got a critical third down upcoming. 3rd and 7 from the 38. So right now it's a 56-yard try for Robbie Gould. Hoping to give the red and gold another week of football. Third and 7. Garoppolo in the shotgun. Looks like the 49ers are going to have to take a timeout with 63 seconds remaining. They just need a little bit more time to talk it over. A first down here, and then all they have to do is protect the ball and give Robbie Gould a chance. Packers can make a stop here, depending on how much they gain, or if anything, or if they even lose yardage. They might be able to hold the 49ers without a field goal. Garoppolo in the shotgun. And the handoff, this is Samuel to the 35. He's got a first down and more! Up to the 28! And that might be the backbreaker right there. Samuel, though, limping. But he did his job. He extended the Niner drive another 4 downs. And now at this point can run the clock down to try to kick the field goal. Those efforts were not in vain. At this point, all they got to do is protect the ball and not lose a huge chunk of yardage. Garoppolo behind center calls to Mitchell. Up the gut. And no gain. And I think the Niners are going to take timeout. It's 13 seconds left. I don't know why they took a timeout here. Unless maybe to try to get a few more yards, make it a little bit easier for Robbie Gould. What has been an unbelievable game. In the first 55, give or take, but these last 5 have been something spectacular. Garoppolo behind center. Again, all they got to do is protect the ball and not lose a huge chunk of yardage. Calls to Juszczyk. Getting a couple. And this should take us down. And they're going to call a timeout with 4 seconds left. I probably would have taken it down to maybe 2 or 3. Third and 8 from the 27. And Robbie Gould could send the red and gold to the NFC Championship game for the second time in 3 years. Or we head to overtime. From 45 yards out. Here we go. And snap. Kick. Up. He got it! And the Niner Empire going to the NFC Championship game. Tack it on, San Fran. Oh, my goodness. The number 1 seeds, both in the AFC and the NFC, have been slain down. Well, look at it this way, Matt LaFleur. At least this time around, I'm not ripping you apart. No. This was just a loss on your own terms. This was not your bad coaching. So at least this time I won't rip you apart. But my goodness. So the Niners will either head to Tampa Bay or LA next weekend. You're finally Green Bay. 49ers 13, Packers 10. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Kyle the Fanatic signing off.